All right, Mayor Aldan, thanks for joining us. I know it's a busy time and you're about to head into a meeting with the COVID-19 task force, but we did receive information of community cases on the island of Tinian, one of the first cases in the community. What's the status update that you're able to provide us at this time?
Well, good afternoon, Tom. Right now, what the task force, Tinian COVID-19 task force is doing since yesterday afternoon, they start doing the contact tracing, and then we have done all the tests all the way to midnight last night, and yes, we do have several of our communities that infected. Then we are trying to send some of the ones that have the COVID to Saipan. But I don't know if you can see it out of your window from Saipan, but over here in Tinian, we are raining. We have raining, pouring heavily, and we do not have flights going back to Saipan. We are in the middle of meeting, going into a meeting with the COVID-19 state and the governor, the chairman, and the governor to make some other decisions for our community.
And Mayor, I also wanted to ask you about the community sentiment. What are you hearing from residents and your constituents?
Well, it's obvious that this is an inevitable. It meant to happen at this point of time. It's happening in Tinian. We have the first community spread. So it's been our position that we have to continue to practice the 3W and practice the COVID protocols, the 3Ws, and safe distance. Don't congregate that big massive settings, but. I do know the frustration. There's people are frustrated, panicking, and calling in on making doing their own recommendations. But as an entity and a government, we still have to follow protocol. And I do apologize to our community if their sentiments are not being heard right now. But we leave these responsibilities to the COVID task force. We trust them that they're doing what is right, and then from there we move on. To now we're at the point that are we going to send our people up to Saipan? Is Saipan have enough rooms to accommodate if this gets more than 100, 200? Infected patients? Where do we go from that? Honestly, and I want to talk very frankly. Growing up in Tinian, and then this would also probably be felt in Rota. If we let our people, make our people continue to practice when you are positive, and we tell you, we'll allow you to stay at home, and we don't have to send you to Saipan, and allow you to stay at home and just don't go out. And I'm sure that they'll be happier, and their feelings are more, they have their own families there. Stay in your house, and you don't have to be quarantined in Canoa or Maranas Resort. A lot of our people are telling me, me, I would rather stay in my house and be sent to Saipan, put in a room for 7 to 10 days. Don't see anybody in my family. Have no access to, they're not saying to go out, but when they're with their family, and all of them are positive, why would we want to send? The scientific says that 6 to 7 feet apart, mask, no contact. Why would the neighbor complain to and that's the the big thing is the people are getting panic. The neighbors are, why is my neighbor positive and still here in Tinian? By medical, if they're 50 yards away from your main door, it shouldn't happen. There shouldn't be a contact or transmittal of COVID.
So it sounds like you're
That's
going
big
to
matter.
be, is that something you're going to be bringing up to the task force then?
Yes. Yes. But these things are outside the protocol. Now, if we deviate from the protocol, I'm just afraid that it's gonna be onus on me. I'll be the one to carry all the, all what is required to make sure that these people stay inside. They don't go to the store, go to the party, and that's a big responsibility for me. But I just wanted to share that.
Yeah, and Mayor, one thing we're also hearing, we just finished interviewing Mayor Atalig on Rota, and he's requesting that people who fly in get tested before they fly into Rota. Is that also something you want to see, or what's your view on that?
I know my colleague, my good friend and colleague, he had spoken to me about that, and then I said, oh, that's something that I really, really want to reconsider, because on Tinian, every 30 minutes you have a flight. Either you're going there or coming down from Saipan. So yes, it is something that I really need to talk about with our partners. We have businesses that have made commitments to a lot of these tour package that has been really helping the community. I cannot say though that I'm gonna prioritize the businesses are first than the community. Of course, it's the overall health of the community, be it in medical service or in stores, restaurants, tour agents. Yeah, that's something that we really need to consider. But airline is very important in our for Tinian and Rota. That's something that we cannot disconnect ourselves from that. If something happens to the airlines, we'll be having hardship bringing in stuff into the island community.
Mayor, I also just wanted, I know you're headed into meetings, but I wanted to just ask, last we checked, Tinian has a 65.3% vaccination rate, about 1,654 fully vaccinated residents. What's your message to the community about testing and vaccinations?
Tom, I'm glad you brought up that question, because I think the numbers are wrong. If you and if we look at the 2020 census, that number will go up. That 64% was based on a 2010 census. As you know, we drastically dropped our population on Tinian. It's 2,044 only for Tinian. And the time when that 2010 census was taken, you had the dynasty running. You had over 3,000 plus residents staying on Tinian. So, for me, we go back and we continue to urge them to come in and get your test. It's not only for you, but it's for the community. It's for the healthy community that we're looking at. The health of the community is not personal. When you take it personal, that's more better. For your family, think of your family. Come in and take your shots. The Tinian and Rota and the cinema cannot be exemptions from the rest of the world. This COVID coming over to Tinian on through community is inevitable. It's gonna happen. Now it happened. Now, as leaders, what are we taking to soften the blow? That's what I can say to eliminate the panicking, the Trongkong Nalai messages out there that si Fulano this, Fulano that. We don't want that. We don't want that in our community. We want our community to be very open-minded about this COVID and contribute to a positive to how to take care of our people, not to create panic and rumors and lies out there.
Mayor, thanks for sharing all of that. I know a lot can change after this our interview, given that we're also expected to hear from the NMI hospital later this evening. But just wanted to open the floor and give you a chance to send any message you have to share with the community, especially as we head into the holiday season here.
Yeah, Tom, thanks again for doing this interview. And I still want you to come to Tinian and we'll take you around and
yes.
get more information of what's going on Tinian. But anyway, at any rate, para todos Hamzu nito Tinian, especialmente ni man matsutsu. Por favor, tafalhuzung gini komunidad na malada ta kontinuma pumatika i tres na W ni gini ni protocol gini ni COVID-19. Dinengoza ni Sawal dan ni man magas Tinian ini setende un happy holiday na por favor mas preciso e inemlumizu inozu ngadam zugi karamizu da isaina o continue bumindisit mo lagi karata. Mas Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Right.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you so much, Mayor.